What up, what up, what up?
Now, mind you, we on the radio too, because people are tuning in, because I didn't want to cut the music like that.
No, that's why I waited.
That's why I waited. Hey. Yes. We back right here on www.kstormradio.com. You know what I'm saying? It's the Posio podcast show every Friday from 8 to 10. We are here. You know, you get to meet all the artists, all the business people, everybody that's doing something out here in the community, in the Boston area, and the surrounding area. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. Every Friday we bring them for you. So we can have a little conversation. Today we got MStylez in the building.
What up?
I'm gonna talk to her real quick right now about her being signed by someone and whatnot. And you know how it is out here. There's a lot of little record label. Hopefully, I was hoping that we could get like a huge major label soon, because we deserve it. It's been too long that we need to have one out here, like a major. You know what I mean? Like one of those big ones. But let's talk about before we talk about that. Let's talk about you. Who are you signed with, and what's the deal? What's going on, and what kind of deal did you get, and what's going on?
So I am with Bentley Records, which is a small indie label that's in New York.
Okay.
They basically, this is my second project with them. So I just I did the first project was in Perfectly Perfect, that came out about a little over a year ago.
Yeah.
And then I got re-signed again this past spring, and now I put out this project, and then there'll be one more after that, and then I think then the negotiations change, so they kind of like.
So you guys gonna go back to the table and then.
To see like how I'm gonna go further. So it's a marketing and distribution contract, which means they don't own my masters. Yeah. They take a small percentage. Just like any publisher would, a way smaller percentage than a major record label would. Also, I like the flexibility with it. They do their job, but it's also your job to do your job. You have to put in requests. If you want promo, if you want engagement, if you want this, you want that, you better have all your information, because you have to put in requests. They don't just automatically do it. No record company does. No record company. You always have to do a little bit of work or get a manager.
Of course.
So, but Bentley, I started off doing Bean Girl Vibe independently. And I said, okay, I was only had to sign to Bentley for 1 year. I signed in 2019, the first.
Okay.
And the first time. And I said, let me see what it does. What's the harm in it? I got it off of Reverb Nation. It was an opportunity. I put in my EPK. They sent me a proposal. I said, why not? I asked, Supreme. I said, Supreme, what do you think I should do? He goes, hey, go with what he said it's a reputable company. It's been around over 20 years. He knew about Bentley Records. Yeah. And then Don Hazel over there.
This dude want to be on the air.
You want to be? Yeah, go ahead. Just put him on the air. So we don't know who that is. That's a surprise. You know what I mean? We like surprises out here.
Anyway, so Don Hazel said to me, you ain't Whitney Houston.
He's on.
Go, yeah. Hi.
Yeah, who's this and where you calling from?
Yeah, did you be your Slim? Stop, buddy.
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on? You were supposed to be out here. Everybody, this is P-Share clothing line. He does a lot of things in the community. He has a clothing line called P-Share. The way he does.
I appreciate what you're doing. The kind of stuff you already know.
Urban apparels. You know what I'm saying? If you want to look him up, check me out. It's what is it? P-Share. Talk to the people. Let them know where they can find me.
DJ B, bro.
Hello?
It's DJ B.
Oh, that's DJ B out of New York. I thought that was P-Share. You sounded like P-Share real quick for a second, though.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Trying to stop you.
What's this show? Is that what you know?
Yeah, well, we're doing Posio Podcast now. We switched up to Posio Podcast now.
Man, you already know. You do it. Send it to me, man. You already know, man. I gotta show you the love, bro.
All right, man. Go look it up. Yo, that's my dude right there, man. Out there in NY doing his thing. He called all the way from you out there, or you in the beam?
NY.
You in NY right now,
baby? NY, baby.
Well,
yeah, man. It's everything's right now, live right now.
Yeah.
We're listening to you, and we appreciate the K-Storm Radio. You let know. If you people don't know it, It's about Keystone Radio right now.
That's what I'm talking about. Good looking out, baby. Yeah, that's a good surprise, man. I appreciate you.
That's
dog.
dope. That's dope.
I've been listening to this shit or whatever. Every time we get in the air, watch something get in the air, man. Listen, man. I was in the bin.
Alright.
And you know
Yo,
that.
next time you come back, let me know, man.
Man, I won't be there in the radio.
Okay. Just let me know when you're in town.
All right, man. Much love, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing good.
Good looking out, man. Thank you, God. I appreciate you.
All right, yeah.
What's
Take me
up?
up the air, please.
Alright.
All right.
Yeah. Good
Say,
looking out, B, man.
that was a good interlude.
Yeah, DJ B, real quick, always support my joint, man.
That's dope,
Big up
though.
to you, B, man.
So getting back to Bentley. So Supreme said, go, it's up to you, but not a bad idea.
Yeah.
And then Don Hazel's like, girl, you ain't Whitney Houston. You need to just sign. Like he wasn't playing every day. He's
that
calling
sound
me.
like Don.
And it was really like Supreme and Don Hazel that helped me, like, cause I talked to them because I respect their opinion, and I honestly am happy that I did it.
Yeah.
I really feel that in order to grow, like you gotta like branch out,
Yeah.
just like a tree.
Mhm.
I'm looking at different ventures, like not to say, of course I'm gonna still do shows in Boston,
Uh-huh.
but I'm also looking at not even just New England anymore, like there's 49 other states, respectfully.
That's exactly what Gio was saying, and a couple of other people that came through was saying. It's like it seems like a lot of artists out here are stuck on being here. Like, dog, there's other states, never mind being. You could always come back here and do your thing, but go out there, venture yourself. You might not pop. Yo, shout out to K Watts, man. I gotta say
Yeah,
that. Let me tell you why.
K Watts is.
She dropped this freestyle yesterday, and then I was listening to it. I had to play it at least 5 times.
I heard it. I heard it.
I was like, yo,
She's a beast.
yo, that freestyle right there. She needs to do.
Shout out to K Watts.
Let me just say, K, you need to do a little bit more bounce music, cause you wrote the hell out of that. She wrote that. It was smooth. It was clear. It was precise. It was on point. It was a perfect freestyle.
I honestly.
It was a perfect freestyle. So big up to you, K Watts.
Big up to K Watts for real. I
real.
really admire your work. Like really, she's an inspiration.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched a lot of female artists, and I mean, I'm in awe of a lot.
Mhm.
Like Paige and Hall Charm, like she's doing her thing. With Ox, I mean, she's singing her ass. You know what I'm saying? She doing her thing.
There's a lot of people doing their thing.
For real. And like, and I pay attention. And, and I was saying actually, to a few female artists, like, you know what? Like, I do all of my features with men. I want to do them with females.
That's
what needs to be done.
There's this girl out there, and she's on my Snap too. She's on my IG everywhere. Her Shea Benz and her crew, they're doing their thing though. Like, she's nice. That little girl is nice. I went to one of Chic's parties. The Global Girls Media, real quick. Big up to them because I'm gonna have.
I saw her at a show in Middle East not too long ago. She's
coming
definitely
back to show.
entertaining.
She's coming back to show me some love. We in March, because that's the close, the earliest she can do it.
Yeah.
She's gonna come to March. We're gonna chop it out. Chop it up. With her and her
I
girls.
just saw her recently.
It's gonna be beautiful because I think I might bring some champagne.
You better
all the girls.
You better get some
here.
Moet Rosé.
It's gonna be fun. Don't worry, I got them.
Okay. Because they get nothing but the best. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but the best.
They've been on my show before.
I saw her at the Middle East not too long ago.
She
She is
my
very
show
engaging.
like 3 or 4 times. She's been on my show already.
I like her a lot. She's very engaging.
Nah, that's my homegirl, man. She cool as hell.
And and this is how you meet people, just by going to the shows and just meeting different people, or even on Facebook, like engaging with your audience. Being a little bit personable. Since COVID happened, I've learned to just not say as much. I have been a little bit more private about my life. Just because, like, a lot's going on with everybody right now.
Yeah, I don't think I think there's a lot of mental things going on. A lot of people are not in the right state of mind.
No.
So the best that's my suggestion. My suggestion is to always be aware of what's going on around you. Sympathetic, and also be how could I say that? Be aware of what's going on. Not only around you, but be aware of what state of mind the country is going through. Cause it's switching so much right now. A lot of people cannot keep up. A lot of people are going nuts right now. You know, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on.
Listen, I tell people this all the time.
People are losing their mind.
Listen, don't watch the news because even the weather's gonna lie to you.
True.
And because it's like I even get anxiety watching the weather.
No, but I do it because that's what I do.
Well, I watch it just because to be aware, but I also know that there's a higher awakening.
Everyone got their own little cup of tea. You know, some people don't like politics. I love it. You know, I love history. I love politics. So,
oh no, I do too. But sometimes some people can't agree to disagree. Though.
Yeah, I'm not blaming. I'm not.
So I don't really talk about it as much. Like I'll talk about it with certain people.
I don't on my show.
Exactly.
Outside my show.
Never do it.
Outside my show and
exactly.
And forums and discussion groups and all that stuff. I jump in and I wild the hell out. You know what I mean? I wild out. Everybody knows why. Like a lot of people always ask me, well, why don't you do a show like? Because I know if I do a show like that, my life is gonna be canceled because y'all not gonna like what I'm gonna say. So. It is what it is.
Well, and another thing I've noticed too.
Because I'm not one to be like a bandwagon type of person. I think for myself. So.
But my whole thing is like I just feel like everybody's getting flagged lately. It's like what happened to our First Amendment right? I mean, even for simple words, we're getting flagged.
They're doing me dirty. That's why
I saw
you notice I don't go as hard as I used to on Facebook anymore.
Yeah, I do.
They're doing me dirty.
Well, they kind of started with me too. Like even for like simple words, like because they go by like algorithm patterns.
Yeah.
So if they see something and you've already gotten in trouble for it before or whatever, and it might be similar, they flag. Yeah, they do.
Because there's no way in hell I have like 5,000 people and I put a post. Me back in the days when I used to put a post, I used to get 100, whatever. And now I put a post, I might get the most I might get is 40, 50 people that like. And I know a lot of people. I don't see your stuff. They don't see my stuff.
Well, I mean,
they don't see it. A lot of people come up to me like, I don't even see your stuff. Once in a while, they might see something, but are
you sharing the links constantly? Like,
no, it's just I talk a lot of crap.
We know this. I know this. We have sat at many barbecues off the record and had some conversations off the record.
I talk a lot of crap because I'm not with the sugar coat. No, like
you're not. Yeah.
If we're looking at it, we see what it is.
Don't tell me it's something different.
Exactly. What the hell?
If the sky is blue, it's blue. Don't tell me it's green.
Don't try to come in and just say beautiful words as if like it's gonna change the image in front of. No, I know what it is. I'm looking at it. What the hell?
That's the best way to put it. Honestly, in a nutshell, without even getting in trouble, that is the best way to put it.
I'm looking at the damn thing, and you try to tell me it's something else.
Yeah.
No, I'm not one of those to be like, well, maybe. No.
We're gonna have an off the record interview afterwards.
Probably. But what has been your best and worst moment in the last past? I'll say 2 years.
2 years.
As far as the music business is concerned.
I would say the best thing was going with Bentley.
Mm-hmm.
Because I took a chance with them, and I wanted to see, in comparison to me putting out something and then them working on something, how was the numbers going to look? And there's a big difference. So I'm happy that I went with that. I mean, worst moment, the last 2 years.
Yeah.
I think everything's a lesson and a blessing.
Yeah. I'm just messing with
you. I've been through a lot of crap. But it's like I just worked through it.
I'm not gonna do you dirty. You're my homegirl. I'm not gonna do you dirty.
Listen,
like that. I'm not. We'll leave that alone, okay?
Most girls after this would be like, "Oh, I'm taking applications." No, I am not.
You need a break.
Look, first of all, I want 3 references from the ex-girlfriends that he had in the past. I want to do a like record check. You better have good credit, a good driving record. Otherwise, no.
Listen, when that thing popped up on my feed, I was like, what? That's exactly what it was. I was like, when did that happen? Like
Longer than people knew.
Yeah, like I was shocked. I was like, what? I didn't even know. Yeah. But it is what it is.
I mean, nothing to hide about that. Don't regret it at all.
No,
you know,
not
everything's
at all. Everybody saw it. I mean,
yeah, no kidding.
Seriously, who didn't see it?
It was, it was what it was.
Who didn't see it? Everybody was.
Everybody. Everybody.
I'm sure from the other side, from your side, everybody was like, what?
I won't do that again, people. I promise.
It was like, what?
With anybody.
What's
I'm good.
going on here, man?
I tried the love thing out. It didn't work. Now I'm back to square one. It
is what it is. We on the same boat.
Well,
good thing.
You know what they always say?
Valentine.
Screw that.
Valentine is this weekend, right?
That's great.
Y'all ain't getting $1 from me though.
For real, I ain't gotta.
I'll tell you that much. I try to be a good guy, but I realize, you know what? Good guys finish last. I ain't trying to finish last. F that. The funny thing is, I always had that attitude, but I took like, you know how you like, you know what? You've been mean for a long time. Try to be nice this one time, and then you try to go be nice, and then you get some fucked up situation. You're like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm never gonna be nice ever again. So I'm back to my bully stuff. You know what I mean? To my bull. So it is what it is.
Honestly, you know what I noticed about relationships, and this is all across the board. It doesn't matter, like whatever, whoever.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I get into something, it messes up my creative flow. I can't do it. I've realized that this time around.
Really? I would think it was the opposite. I would give you materials to write about.
Because no, you know what it is, and I've noticed this is that when you date another musician, one or two things are gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Either you guys are gonna become a powerhouse, or
it's gonna destroy
or
both of y'all.
it's gonna be a straight shit show.
It's gonna be a shit show.
And it's one or the other.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
Yeah, that's true.
And unfortunately, sometimes people grow apart.
There's rare moments that it works, but it is what it is.
Look at I kind of had a feeling it was gonna be a train wreck. It is what it is. Learning experience. Thank you next. And I don't even want it next because it messes up my creative flow.
It's not so much that it was that you jumped in it or it was in it or whatever. It was so much that you announced it on Facebook.
I think that people don't realize that I actually have a sex life.
I was like, what?
Like,
what? Seriously, you should have seen my face when I saw it. I was like,
you know how many phone calls I got about that?
It was so crazy. I was dying because I know a lot of people was like, what?
Look, I'm glad that it entertained people for the amount of time that it did. But hey,
but I was like, oh, you know what? If it works, it works. I'm not mad at you.
It didn't.
I'm not.
But you know what? Like I said,
I'm not the one to judge.
Learning experience. You move on.
I do judge, but not on this particular thing.
But again, like I said, I need my creative psyche to be balanced, and I can't do it with the relationships. I've noticed that. I've noticed that about me, and I don't know, if that's a good thing, because will I end up alone because of that? These are things you think about as you get older.
The thing is, I have my own philosophy about, life. The thing is, if you've tried, you really put your heart into it for years, you've tried again, and again and again. I think you deserve at one point to say, you know what, fuck it. I think you deserve it. You know what I mean? It's good. A lot of people say, oh, you got to keep trying. Yeah, no, I don't. I don't.
There's just certain things you can't accept that you have to make that
okay,
decision.
so what? Okay, I end up by myself and not that. I came in by myself. So what's the problem?
Exactly.
I don't understand. I mean, yeah, it would be nice. It would be great. It would be like lovely. Everyone would love to have a family or something nice, you know, to look at and enjoy and look forward to. And yeah, cool. But if it doesn't happen, it is what it is.
I mean,
I think I've earned that right to say, you know what, fuck it.
well, you have to set your boundaries and what you want in life, you know, and that's what it comes down to is boundaries. So if you feel like, you know, your boundaries are being crossed or you don't feel comfortable or you know it's not working and you're delaying the inevitable, why delay the inevitable? Move on today. Tomorrow's not promised. You know, and I learned that being in a marriage for 15 years of why live, you know, comfortable and, you know, and miserable or rather struggle and be happy. And now I struggle and I'm happy rather than being comfortable and miserable because that's exactly what I was in that marriage.
Yeah, I know exactly what you just said.
And it's a hard transition. And, you know, and then to go back into something even after the fact, it's like, it's a lot.
It's like double down on the negative.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, I did get some inspiration towards the end of everything, you know, but nothing necessarily like to try to like, you know, be malicious or anything like that. You know, but I just am just doing my thing. I'm just, you know, minding my business, staying in my lane. You know, I wish everybody the best. I want the best for everybody. You know, and I feel like, you know, when John Hazel passed away, I made a promise to myself before 2022 came in. I said, I'm no longer going to hold hate and you know, and all this like negativity inside me. I'm going to let it all go. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it takes more energy to hate than it does to just not give a shit. And I'll tell you, coming into 2022, I felt light as hell because I had just let go of everything. Because I'm trying to live a self-fulfilled life. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to see things. I want to leave. I've never gone to that side of the country. I'm making that leap because, see, like we were saying earlier, it's almost like people are scared to leave their comfort zone. I have to, like, if you think for 1 second I'm not going to walk down that strip, like I said, and go and to talk to somebody and network, of course I'm gonna.
I don't think I have a comfort zone because if I can get the hell out of here right now, I would.
I mean, honestly, I mean, I pay almost like $4,000 a month in bills. It's ridiculous out here. You know, you have to.
It's very expensive.
It is very expensive, and you know, I'm only staying around here till my daughter's out of high school. That's going to be in 2024. I originally was going to go to Florida, but that's not happening. I'm not crazy about Tampa, honestly. You know,
that's different places, though.
Well, yeah, I was thinking honestly about more even the East Coast part of Florida.
You can even go to Orlando if you want.
Orlando's a shithole.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing against Orlando, but there's a lot of problems over there. Yeah, it's not just Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, there's just, I know that, but there's just a lot of, if you do the research, there's a lot of places you can get away from stuff over there. So,
well, my father lives over in Pompano Beach, so like.
There you go.
My dad was saying to my mom, they're divorced, but he was like, you know, come down.
Even over there, they be having some shit.
Well, yeah, I mean.
It's not as
crazy. Yeah, no.
It's not as crazy
I watched the news.
It's not as crazy as Fort Lauderdale,
Miami, yeah. But my dad's only 30 minutes from Fort Lauderdale.
You know what I mean? But at least you're outside of it.
Yeah.
It's like you live in Brighton type shit. Like exactly. You see what I mean? Like I used to live in Brighton. I'm not in it. I used to just dip back in it.
Yeah,
dip back in it. You know, for a few years I was in Brighton. I was outside of it. I come in, I do my dirt, and I hop out. Because it's like a 20, 30-minute drive real quick. And I'm out of the city. Yeah. Real quick. I'm somewhere, you know, that there's no issues. 30 minutes away.
I mean, hey, I love the fact that I live in Arlington because it's just like, it's quiet.
You jump in, you jump out.
I mean, at night, I don't hear cars. I just hear, we got coyotes and stuff. Like, no joke, like, coyotes just be chilling at the top of the street. Like, I got to be careful. And I mean, you know, but it's like, I like kind of like hearing the nature noises rather than like the ambulances. You know what I mean? Like, you know, because when I lived in Cambridge, it's all I heard at night. was the buses and the ambulances and
I know what it is. I used to
constantly.
be right there in the middle of it. So
So-
I kind of stepped away from it for a little while.
Once my daughter's out of high school.
But I'm still in it because I'm right. I'm always in it every week.
Well,
Every
I
day.
hear you. It's like no matter what, we always come back.
Yeah.
But 2024, I don't know. I'm definitely leaving the state. There's no way I'm gonna buy a house for damn near $1 million.
Yeah.
Because you're not.
It's crazy out here.
You're not gonna find a nice house if
Yeah.
you're not spending bread. You're gonna get a fixer-upper, and then you're gonna have problems.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know where I want to go. I don't know, but I'm gonna just start, like, honestly, I'm not even kidding you, getting out a map, closing my eyes, putting my finger somewhere, and that's where I'm going next. I gotta figure out where I'm moving.
Well, you end up in East Bumfuck.
Yeah, I mean, if it tells me Oskaloosa,
But-
Idaho, I'm going.
Definitely away from the cold.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I want to.
I just don't like California's too
I have stuff keeping
expensive.
me here, man. Like I want to get the hell out. I'm not even
2024,
gonna lie.
I ain't got nothing.
I
keeping
love
me.
the city. Don't get me wrong. That's what I know.
I'm gonna miss.
That's what
Boston
I know.
when
I
do
grew up
go.
in. I love it. I know how to move around here. I know what is, blah, 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 blah. I know what it is.
But that's the problem with us.
Familiarity. Yeah, once you're comfortable with something, it's like, it's hard to switch up.
To switch it, I know. And it goes that way with music as well.
Yeah.
And
With
I've
everything,
noticed
pretty
that. But I've noticed that when I do go on the outskirts, even to New
You experience
Hampshire,
different things.
absolutely. When I went down to Atlanta, Georgia, whole different vibe.
Yeah.
You could be singing a different type of genre than the next person or the person that was on stage before you,
Yeah,
and they still gonna clap.
They're very creative over there.
And they are receptive.
Yeah.
And I almost thought I was in a whole different world.
Mhm.
Like when I was down there, I'm like, wow, these people are very responsive and receptive.
Mhm.
Whereas in Boston, it's like, and I've been using this term lately, is crabs in a bucket.
Well, yeah. The thing is, I don't want to keep beating the dead horse.
I'm not,
You know what I mean? But we know what it is.
my thing is this.
We know
Everybody knows what the answer is, so you either go with it or you don't.
Mhm.
And that's it. You either grow or you don't. And that's what it comes down to. You sink or swim.
True,
It's
true.
this is not an easy industry. Not everybody's gonna get through. I mean, look I do it for the love of it. If I was to get
if we
somewhere
did, we
somewhere,
wouldn't
it'd be
be here.
different.
6 years later, I'm still doing this.
But you know what? You have the dedication
Yeah.
and you've come far. You
Yeah.
have. I mean, I've seen this journey from when I started.
Yeah.
And I see where you are, you see where I am.
Yeah.
We grow.
Yeah.
And sometimes we don't see it that way. But
Yeah,
we are.
but we did. We definitely did.
Because you know what?
We know a little better.
Okay.
We know how to move around a
So
little
when
better.
you moved around these times, it was because you needed change, right?
Yeah.
Even though it was local change, that tells me that you can make the big change.
Yeah.
You just got to put your mind to where you're going. See, that's the same problem with me. I don't know where I'm going.
I'm definitely like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Is what was the first month, second month of the year? I've already got 3 proposals already for the summer to host things. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, okay, because this is, I mean, I only hosted. Well, I did host other, but unofficial thing. But the first, I did one official thing 2 years ago. I hosted a show, like a showcase or whatnot or whatever. And it seems like people now wants me to host.
I would say
this
go for
thing.
it. I mean, you're good
Of course,
at it.
I'm gonna do it.
You're good
I'm gonna
at
try
it.
it.
This is what you do.
Yeah, this is like the most calm you ever see me too, probably.
Yeah, usually you're like, yeah.
I'm always wilding.
And you were
That's
just,
the most, you know what
yeah,
it is?
you are. Like, this is really like,
No, the reason why, like, I'm a huge YouTube fan. Like, I watch a lot of podcasts, a lot of this. And
Yeah.
you know what I realized? Yeah, it's good to be hype and all that stuff. Because when I was doing the radio, I was hype.
Yeah.
I was very hype.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like 100 miles per hour. I'm wilding up. My DJ was even crazier. You know what I'm saying? Remember him? You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So it was 2 crazy fools doing a show. It was crazy. The energy was overwhelming.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But that's what I wanted to give them, because I wanted to capture them. You know what I mean? And people love that vibe. That's why they kept coming back. But now it's like podcast is a little different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People wants to hear what you have to. On the radio, they don't really care. As long as the vibe is flowing pretty well and the music is good, they don't even remember what you said.
Well, because on YouTube they want the content.
Yes.
It's what the content is.
Exactly. Like they want to hear they want to pretty much hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like if you represent in your city, like I'm always conscious of that. Like if I'm representing Boston and I'm having interviews with artists from Boston and somebody happened to see our show from somewhere else, they need all the details they can get.
Well, we have a lot of great artists out here in Boston.
I'm just saying.
Come
like,
check us out.
I'm just saying, like, if they're interested, they see something. Oh, I like this girl. She's kind of nice. They need all the details they can get. So I have to approach it in a whole different way, where I allow the artist to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Instead of just us just throwing vibes back and forth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is definitely a different vibe.
You know what I mean? But I love it. I'm enjoying it right now too. So it is what it is. So any last thing you want to tell the people before we get the hell out of here?
Well, I just want you guys, first of all, thank you all for the love and the support that you have given me, even you, especially.
You already.
For all the support. And thank you for supporting all my work. And I have a new project out on Bentley Records, which
Make sure you tell them all the places where they go check.
Closer is on all major music platforms. So when I say all, it's like 250 plus stores.
No, but they need the link though.
Okay, so now to get everything, I made a website just for y'all. So it's www.MStylez, MStylez, 617, 617 all day, .com. So MStylez617.com. All my social media links are in there. They're hyperlinked just for your convenience. Also, I have my music media links. It is a little bit under construction right now because the album just came out, so I have to switch all my links over. And some of the things that I need, I haven't gotten from the record company yet, so I'm waiting for them to do it. But pretty much you can find all the music there.
Yeah.
I do have a new video coming out soon. Shout out to Spike James and ZQ.
Big up.
We're going to be doing the video for Closer, the song, where you take the guy home from the club.
So
I don't know how that's going to work
Spike's going to direct the video.
Yes.
Okay, pretty cool.
I always, Spike is my go-to. You know what I mean? I love Spike to death. I've watched him grow. Yeah. And I'm so proud of him.
Doing this thing.
I'm very proud of him.
Big up to Rika too, though.
Big up to Rika, definitely. I mean, listen, I watch it, I see it, and I commend everybody for working and grinding and doing what you do and keep doing it. No matter what adversities you may come into, just keep going because that's your outlet. And if you stop your outlet internally, you'll blow up. Take it from somebody who knows. And listen to my album and then you'll understand my perspective because it's a different emotion in every single song.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you for coming through, man. You already know.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Shout out to K-Star Radio for having me. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All day,
R.I.P.
Quad in the building. MStylez in the building. www.kstormradio.com. And you already know what time it is, man. It's the Poseo Podcast every Friday from 8 to 10. That's how we do out here. We having fun. We, while educating and exposing all our talents out here. You know what I'm saying? Check us out. Tell a friend, and tell another friend, and tell another friend. Every Friday, 8 to 10 on www.kstormradio.com. That's what we do. It is what it is. So big up to everybody that checked me out. Don't remember on my YouTube section thingy, subscribe, share, like, all that good stuff. Help a brother grow real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm crawling. Right
share,
now.
like,
I'm
subscribe,
crawling,
people. Share, like, subscribe.
You know what I mean? I need the baby bottle, baby. You know what I'm saying? I could grow.
Shout out to Big Pop. Shout out to Gio Da Vinci. They're on my album. Shout out to On the Couch. Shout out to Luca Days, Bentley Records. Now I'm getting everybody. But yeah, shout out to all y'all. I love you. If I missed you, just know I still love you. I love everybody. Even the people who don't love me, I still love you.
Till next Friday, you already know we're going to bring you some more people, some more stuff. We out. Yes, sir.